Hello, welcome to Sage and Stone Homestead. If you have not met me yet, my name is Heather and we are in the middle of our December Vlogmas, as we like to do, which means we've been vlogging every day, kind of showing little bits and pieces of our life. Many of those moments are very happy, but when you vlog every day, that's definitely not going to be a theme that persists. There are hard days, there are sad days. Today is sad. So I have talked about this on past vlogs and things before, but I'm gonna bring it up again because it's definitely worth repeating. When you have a homestead with animals on it, there is a huge responsibility there, a big management responsibility, and really depending on the goals that you have on your farm, you'll have different ways that you manage animals that are going to retire. And we have a buck here, or he's not a buck anymore, I did weather him, but Havoc, he's the pretty one with the moon spots back there. He's going to freezer camp today, and it is bittersweet because we've gotten a lot of very amazing daughters out of Havoc. And ultimately, I do have a retirement plan for some animals on our homestead. I cannot keep them all on pastures. Goats can live for a really long time, especially if they are either females or they are castrated males. They can live for 15 years. And unfortunately, Havoc just isn't in my retirement on pasture plan. He would have been. I mean, he's a very special goat to us. He's done a lot of good for us here, but he's really hard to catch. He's hard to just manage day by day because he's so skittish. And so freezer camp it is. I thought about selling him, but the thing is I have two other Nigerian dwarf bucks over here. Gollum is making bad choices. Gollum, can you not let them out? Oh no. But these two bucks, this is my blue cactus nefarious, and this one is Bella Rosa Estates Mooch. And both of these goats are much higher quality animals that will have babies, and we'll be able to sell those animals as higher quality breeding bucks versus Havoc. Havoc has been good, but we have better here to offer the community, and so that's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna show the butchering process or anything, but I thought that honestly it would be appropriate to kind of show you like the lead up to that. It is emotional, it is heavy, it is hard, and I think that that's good. I think that's good for people to see, for people to experience, because that honors the animal, and it really just helps show how hard this can be, just so people can be just aware of some of what goes into this. I am going to be keeping Havoc's hide as a way to help remember him by. I'm going to make something nice. I don't know what yet. He's got his thick winter coat on now, and I would like the hide trimmed down a little bit. I think it's going to be easier this way while it's still on him. Levi's got him hanging now, working on him, and truthfully, it's bittersweet. Last year, around this time, we lost a goat to sickness. Calamity was one of, because she's a heart goat. She would have been a goat that I kept forever through retirement and everything, but she got a twisted gut and we didn't know it. We had taken her to the vet. The vet did all kinds of imaging and stuff and couldn't see a blockage and assumed it was pneumonia because she had just copious amounts of gunk coming out of her nose, but it turns out like every time she tried to eat, she couldn't swallow it all the way and it was just coming up and it was a mess. Anyway, that was hard because that was a goat that I didn't expect to lose. Not like that and not so young, but with something like the situation with Havoc, I knew that this was going to happen for quite some time. We planned for it, so there was time to kind of come to grips with it and essentially say my goodbyes over a month's time, and so I feel really good. This is a way forward for our herd. I think it was Joel Salatin in one of his books talked about how any one person or like any small farm without a lot of staffing, they can really only manage, as far as herd size goes, about 25 animals well. And it just so happens that that's about as many animals, as many goats, as our land can handle. And so I really want to try to be mindful always about keeping my numbers down so that I can manage the animals that we have here as best as I can. Mama's girls, are you ready for your hay? So as far as Havoc daughters, oh my goodness, Clover. We have Stormy, who's getting beat up. Tempest, all of Elpis's triplets, so Fury, Tizzy, and Shindy. Alara is out of Havoc. Because Mochi is out of Tempest, he's Havoc's grandson. And Breezy, she's out of Havoc too. I think I'm going to title this The End of an Era, but it kind of isn't. He's going to be living on. There are some things about his daughters that he threw onto them, like lower udders with not as great connections, that I'm really excited to improve with the bucks that we have kept behind. And that's always been our goal, breed for improvement. I don't necessarily just want to breed just because someone is unrelated to someone else. That kind of breeding is totally fine. It just depends on what your goals are. And we want to really work on a nice quality herd and always breed towards improvement. Yes, and your daddy gave you your beautiful spots. It's really cool to see that on a lot of his girls. Even right here, Tizzy's got a little spot right there, don't ya? When he's like, look at me! You're not related to Havoc at all. I'm sorry. All right, so we have been working on an advent calendar as part of Vlogmas, and I have looked ahead a little bit to figure out the projects that we're going to do. And because of the mood of today, I'm going to switch things around a little bit. I'm going to switch today with tomorrow because I think it just fits better. So this would have been day 16. We're going to pop open 17. It's not easy. Because it's another candle. This one says cashmere plum. How fitting, because goats have like a cashmere hair. Actually, they put on that cashmere hair throughout winter. A lot of them do, not all goats. Some goats don't make the cashmere fluff. I just thought that that fit the mood better than some kind of like cheerful, fun felting project. You probably can see that I do have something out on the counter here. I have been making pom-poms with our rabbit hides. I haven't quite decided exactly what I'm going to do with our goat hides. This one's been sitting here for a little while. I did download a pattern for goat skin mittens that I think I'd like to do this month. But the rabbit hide, so far it's just been these pom-poms, and I've just made quite a few brown ones to put on some hats that are live on the website right now. If you missed the community post that I made that announced that the hats were live, now you know. Hopefully there's still some left, but some of these pom-poms are actually going on the hats that I made for my kids. These have been worn, and so they do kind of look like it. But here's an example of the end result. Isn't that adorable? I really like the brown pom-poms. I also listed things like beeswax, some magnets. Ooh, hang on. I have these lovely magnets made of our adorable little Winnie girl. There's some goat tallow balm and a few other things on there. So I'll go ahead and link our website in the description box below. I'll see you guys again soon.